Let's get into another story now that we're covering here at the SABC. Johannesburg Mayor Dada Morero, along with the JMPD and SAPS and the Department of Home Affairs, will lead a joint operation focused on enforcing bylaws and dismantling illegal informal settlements in designated areas of northern Joburg. We've got our reporter Puseletso Mokoena on that story. Puseletso, talk to us. What's happening? All right, Puseletso, I think we've got you up and running now. So perhaps you can give us an update. What's happening? What's actually going to transpire today?
Thank you so much, Leanne. We're coming to you live from the Ginger Informal Settlement in Fourways, whereby the City of Johannesburg Executive Mayor Dada Morero, together with the SAPS and the JMPD, they are conducting raids in this area just to ensure that people who are living in this informal settlement are complying with the bylaws of the city. But with me right now, I just want to engage with the mayor to tell us more about this operation. Mayor, thank you so much for your time. Can you maybe briefly tell us what is this operation all about?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Remember, we have acquired court orders. The intention, therefore, is to implement the court orders and deal with illegality. You know that this informal settlement was established illegally. So now we are acting on it. So today we are basically scanning the area, dealing with those that are undocumented and illegal. We're also dealing with structures that are empty, which we are removing. And then we'll then have to isolate South African citizens and then begin to find alternative accommodation. But eventually what we do in this informal settlement in no time will no longer be existing. So that's what we are doing.
And maybe you can tell us about some of the successes that you have found here, some of the things that are illegal that you have found here?
Well, we have arrested a few undocumented. They're already in the police vans and they'll be taken into custody, and hopefully Home Affairs will then act on them and deport them back to their countries of origin. We are also identifying if there's any other criminal activities that are happening here. Of course, we have established that there's a place where they sell nyaupe, and I think the police are already acting on that. So we'll continue to act, look at illegality, look at criminal activities, but the central objective is to get rid of these informal settlements, close both of them completely, and that's what we are doing.
And Mayor, speaking about closing all of these informal settlements, we know that there are a lot of them in the city of Johannesburg. How can you say, how are they affecting the city? Maybe are they increasing the level of crime? How are they affecting the city?
Well, the crime in these informal settlements is shocking. Even South African citizens who are staying here have already given us a lot of stories of shootings, killings, and generally it's a nuisance to the entire area, and also affecting a whole lot of issues. It's basically lawlessness, and we have to act against lawlessness, and that's what we are doing. We're starting. We did say to the residents of Johannesburg, we'll be acting on these matters, and that's exactly what we are doing.
And lastly, before we let you go, Mayor, as plans are in place right now to remove all of these informal settlements, are we going to see more of these raids before finding alternative accommodation for these people?
No, we'll continue to do the raids. We must see them. The thing we're doing here is to just tell the residents we are acting. We are dealing with lawlessness in Johannesburg. We're enforcing the law, bylaw enforcement, crime prevention. That's basically what we're doing, and we're going to do it. We're not going to shy away. All other issues that we may not have prepared on time, they'll find us on the way. What is critical is the court orders, which we have already prepared. We have them, and we can act in accordance to the law. We can't continue to allow lawlessness to continue in our city.
Thank you so much for your time, Mayor. Well, Leanne, that was the mayor of Johannesburg, Dada Morero, essentially speaking about making sure that they are here to enforce the bylaws, saying that they will continue to do these things until they find alternative accommodation for everyone who is living in informal settlements around the city of Johannesburg. Leanne?
All right, Puseletso, thanks so much. We'll leave you to that story. But Puseletso, Puseletso, just if you do have another encounter with the mayor, perhaps you can ask him the question around Kenny Kunene and if he's received any communication from him with regard to his position as MMC as well. So perhaps if you do have another moment, you'll be able to pose that to him for us. So thanks, Puseletso, covering a very important story for us as well, and being with the mayor. You've got to keep those opportunities available and get as many questions answered as you can when they have them in your presence. That's the truth.